Welcome back to RF Coins. Today we're diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins in American history, the 1970 United States quarter dollar, also known as the Liberty Quarter. Many people have this coin in their collection or pocket change without knowing that it could be worth a small fortune. Part 2. The 1970 Liberty Quarter is a 25-cent coin that carries not just monetary value but a rich slice of American history. It was minted during a time of cultural change and economic transformation in the United States. But what makes this coin so interesting is not just the year it was minted, but the hidden secrets that make certain versions incredibly rare and valuable. Part 3. On the obverse side of the coin, you'll find the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan in 1932. The word Liberty is proudly displayed above Washington's head, while the mint year 1970 sits below his portrait. This design has been a symbol of American pride for decades. Part 4. The reverse side of the 1970 quarter features the majestic American bald eagle with its wings spread wide, perched on a bundle of arrows with two olive branches beneath it. Above the eagle is the phrase United States of America, and below is the denomination quarter dollar. Part 5. Inches 1970. These quarters were produced at several mints, most notably Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. Each mint location adds its own unique qualities, and coins from certain mints can be more desirable to collectors. Part 6. The 1970 S-proof coins from the San Francisco Mint are particularly interesting to coin enthusiasts. These proof coins were struck for collectors and have an extraordinary level of detail and mirror-like finish. Some of them contain rare minting errors, making them extremely valuable today. Part 7. The Philadelphia Mint quarters bear no mint mark, while those from Denver have a D mark. The San Francisco proof coins carry the S mint mark. Identifying the mint mark is one of the first steps in determining your coin's potential value. Part 8. One of the most famous rarities in the 1970 quarter series is the 1970 S quarter struck on a Canadian quarter planchet dated 1941. This extraordinary mint error caused the coin to become one of the most sought-after collectibles, fetching tens of thousands of dollars at auction. Part 9. Even without such dramatic errors, certain high-grade 1970 quarters can sell for incredible prices. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition are valued much higher than their worn counterparts, often reaching hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 10. The market value for a standard circulated 1970 quarter is typically 25 cents, but if you find one in mint state condition, especially graded MS-65 or higher, it could easily be worth $50 to $200 depending on demand. Part 11. Inches. Recent years, interest in rare U.S. coins has skyrocketed, and the 1970 Liberty Quarter is no exception. Collectors are willing to pay premium prices for coins with exceptional luster, strong strikes, and full details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers. Part 12. Proof coins from 1970, especially those with deep cameo contrast, can sell for significantly more. Some high-grade proof quarters have sold for over $500 to $1,000. Part 13. The market also favors coins with unusual toning. Beautiful rainbow-colored toning can dramatically increase a coin's desirability and price. Part 14. When grading coins, professionals look at factors such as strike quality, surface preservation, and eye appeal. A coin with no scratches, strong details, and rich toning will always command top dollar. Part 15. One of the reasons the 1970 quarter is so collectible is because it was produced during a transitional time in American coinage. The silver era had ended in 1964, and the copper-nickel-clad composition was now standard. This makes it part of the early clad era, which is becoming more appreciated by modern collectors. Part 16. The composition of the 1970 quarter is 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel. It has a diameter of 24.3 mm and weighs 5.67 grams. Part 17. Collectors often overlook common coins, but the truth is that rarity can exist in unexpected places. The 1970 quarter proves that even relatively modern coins can hold hidden treasures. Part 18. Some collectors focus on building complete date and mint mark sets, meaning they want a quarter from every mint in every year. The 1970 quarter is essential for these sets, especially in high grades. Part 19. Auction records for rare 1970 quarters are impressive. Some varieties have sold for $5,000, $10,000, and even more when minting errors or unique characteristics are present. Part 20. Collectors should store valuable coins in protective holders to preserve their condition. A single scratch or fingerprint can significantly reduce a coin's value. Part 21. If you believe you have a valuable 1970 quarter, it's wise to have it graded by a reputable grading service such as PCGS or NGC. This professional authentication can greatly increase buyer confidence and final sale price. Part 22. The current market value for exceptional examples of the 1970 Liberty Quarter can reach as high as $898.958 in the case of the rarest error types. These coins are true treasures in the world of numismatics. Part 23. Part of the excitement in coin collecting comes from the hunt. Every time you receive change, you have the chance of discovering a hidden gem. Part 24. The 1970 quarter is a perfect example of why it's important to check your pocket change. You never know when a simple coin could turn into a life-changing discovery. Part 25. The story of the 1970 Liberty Quarter reminds us that history is all around us, often in the smallest of objects. These coins are silent witnesses to the events, culture, and economy of their time. Part 26. At USA Coin 1, we believe that knowledge is the key to finding value. The more you learn about coins like the 1970 quarter, the better your chances of spotting something truly special. Part 27. We encourage our viewers to research, collect, and share their discoveries. The coin collecting community is full of fascinating stories and passionate individuals. Part 28. So the next time you see a 1970 quarter, take a closer look. It could be worth far more than you imagine. Part 29. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of the 1970 Liberty Quarter. Remember, every coin has a story, and sometimes that story is worth a fortune. Part 30. This has been USA Coin 1, your guide to rare coins, hidden treasures, and valuable collectibles. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this video so we can continue bringing you the very best in coin collecting knowledge. Until next time, happy collecting, and may you find your very own 1970 quarter worth thousands of dollars. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of the United States quarter dollar from the year 1974, a coin that might look ordinary at first glance but could be worth far more than its face value. If you think all quarters are worth just 25 cents, you might be in for a big surprise. Part 2, why this coin matters. The 1974 Liberty quarter dollar is part of American history. It came at a time when the United States was going through major changes, politically, economically, and culturally. Each coin minted that year carries with it a story of the era, from the end of the Vietnam War to the American bicentennial celebrations just around the corner. Part 3, quick history of RVIEW. The quarter dollar coin design in 1974 was part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1974, the coin's design had already become an American classic, with the bust of Washington on the obverse and the majestic eagle on the reverse. Part 4, design details. On the obverse side, you'll see George Washington facing left, with the word Liberty above and the date 1974 below. The motto "In God We Trust" sits on the left. On the reverse side, the bold American eagle spreads its wings proudly, surrounded by the inscription United States of America and quarter dollar. These features make it instantly recognizable to coin collectors and casual finders alike. Part 5, composition and material. By 1974, quarters were no longer made of silver. Instead, they were composed of a copper nickel clad over a pure copper core. This change happened in 1965 due to rising silver prices, but don't think that means your 1974 quarter can't be valuable. Collectors are still searching for rare varieties, mint errors, and coins in pristine condition. Part 6, where it was minted. The 1974 quarters were minted in 3 locations: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. The Philadelphia coins have no mint mark, Denver coins bear a D, and San Francisco coins often wear proof strikes with an S mint mark. Each location produced different numbers of coins, and that affects rarity and value today. Part 7, mintage NUMBRS. Philadelphia struck over 801 million quarters in 1974, Denver produced around 353 million, and San Francisco created a much smaller quantity of proof coins for collectors. High mintage doesn't always mean low value. especially when condition and special errors come into play. Part 8, Circulation. FINDSU might be shocked to know that 1974 quarters are still found in circulation today, but most have heavy wear from decades of use. A circulated coin might not bring much, but an uncirculated example can command impressive prices, especially if graded by a professional service. Part 9, Key to value. CONDATION. In the coin world, condition is everything. A 1974 quarter in average circulated condition might be worth only face value, but one in mint state, graded MS65 or higher, could bring in serious collector money. Coins with full sharp details, clean fields, and strong luster are highly sought after. Part 10, What makes it rare? While most 1974 quarters are common, rare varieties exist. Double die errors, off-center strikes, and coins struck on wrong planchets are the hidden gems. Some of these errors can turn a 25-cent coin into one worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Part 11, Famous ERRS collectors have documented examples of 1974 quarters with strong doubling on the date or lettering. Others have been struck on 40% silver planchets intended for proof coins, or even on nickel planchets. These errors are extremely valuable to the right buyer. Part 12, Silver planchet mysteries. A very small number of 1,974 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 40% silver planchets from the early 1970s. These are incredibly rare, and if you find one, you could be looking at a value far beyond its face amount. Part 13, How to check your CON. Always examine your 1974 quarter under a magnifying glass. Look for sharp details, unusual colors, and any signs of doubling. Weighing the coin can also help. A standard clad quarter should weigh 5.67 grams, while a silver one will weigh slightly more. Part 14, The grading SCLE. Professional coin grading services like PCGS and NGC use a scale from 1 to 70. A perfect 70 means flawless condition. For a 1974 quarter, anything graded MS65 or above is considered very high quality and commands a premium in the market. Part 15, Proof. CONS. Proof 1974 quarters from the San Francisco Mint have mirror-like surfaces and sharp details. These were sold directly to collectors and never meant for circulation. In perfect condition, proof coins can sell for much more than regular business strikes. Part 16, Current market value. Now for the big question, how much is it worth today? A regular circulated 1974 quarter is worth about 25 cents, but in top mint state grades, they can fetch between $50 and $150. Rare errors and silver planchet strikes have been known to sell for hundreds or even thousands. Some auction records show sales of $898.958 for ultra-rare examples. Part 17, Why values vary. Why the value depends on rarity, demand, and condition. A coin with a dramatic error or an unusual minting story will naturally bring more attention and higher prices. The collector market can shift, so values change over time. Part 18, Auction HIGHLIGHTS. Several 1974 quarters have sold for shocking prices at auction. A pristine, high-grade example without any noticeable marks once sold for over $500. Error coins, especially double dies, have fetched even more. Part 19, Collector DMAND. Washington quarters are one of the most popular U.S. coin series to collect. Many collectors aim to build complete sets from 1932 to present, so even a 1974 coin in outstanding condition can be a key piece for someone's collection. Part 20, Beginner tips. If you're new to coin collecting, start by searching through your change and coin rolls from the bank. Keep an eye out for shiny coins, unusual designs, or anything that looks different from the rest. Part 21, Storage MATTRS. If you find a high-grade 1974 quarter, store it properly. Use a coin flip or an airtight holder to protect it from scratches, moisture, and tarnish. Keeping it safe will preserve its value for years to come. Part 22, Getting your coin GRADD. Submitting your coin to a grading service can increase its market value. A certified grade from PCGS or NGC gives buyers confidence in what they're getting. Part 23, Avoid CLNG. Never clean your coins. Cleaning can damage the surface and significantly reduce the value. Collectors prefer natural toning and original condition. Part 24, Rare find stories. Some people have found rare 1974 quarters in old jars, inherited collections, or even at garage sales. You never know when or where one might appear. Part 25, How to sell if you decide to sell. Research recent auction results for similar coins. Selling through a reputable auction house, coin dealer, or online platform can help you get the best price. Part 26, Long-term investment. High-quality coins tend to appreciate over time, especially rare varieties. Holding on to a valuable 1974 quarter could be a smart investment. Part 27, Fun facts. In 1974, the average U.S. worker earned around $9,500 a year. Gas was about 53 cents a gallon. Imagine how much the purchasing power of a quarter has changed since then. Part 28, Connecting history to science. Every coin is a miniature piece of history. Your 1974 quarter has traveled through time, passing from hand to hand, carrying the marks of decades gone by. Part 29, Call to action. If you enjoyed learning about the 1974 Liberty quarter dollar, hit that like button, subscribe to USA Coin 1, and turn on notifications so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of rare and valuable coins. Part 30, Closing LN. This is USA Coin 1, reminding you to always check your change, because you never know when a simple coin might be worth a fortune. Until next time, happy collecting. If you want, I can now make you a second extended version of this script with storytelling and suspense style so your audience stays hooked for the full video watch time. Do you want me to make that extended suspense version? That will make your YouTube video even more engaging. Ask ChatGPT tools. Today, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American history, the 1979 United States of America quarter dollar, the Liberty coin that might be worth way more than its face value. Part 2, Why this coin is special. Most people see a quarter and think only of 25 cents, but the 1979 Liberty quarter can surprise you. Some rare varieties, special conditions, and high-grade examples can fetch an amazing price in today's coin market. Part 3, Quick facts. The 1979 quarter was struck at the Denver Mint, as shown by the D Mint mark. It's part of the Washington Quarter series, which has been a staple of American coinage since 1932. Part 4, Historical background. The Washington Quarter was originally introduced to commemorate the 200th birthday of George Washington. The design features the iconic portrait of Washington on the obverse and a proud eagle on the reverse. Part 5, The 1970s coinage era. The 1970s were a transitional time for U.S. coins. The silver content was removed from quarters starting in 1965, so by 1979, quarters were made from a copper-nickel-clad composition. Still, collectors hunt for high-quality examples. Part 6, The minting process. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins in 1979, but not all coins are created equal. Strikes can vary in sharpness, and some coins show unique minting errors that make them valuable. Part 7, Obverse design details. The obverse shows George Washington's bust, facing left, with the word Liberty above and the year 1979 below. The famous phrase "In God We Trust" appears to the left. Part 8, Reverse design details. On the reverse, we see the American bald eagle with outstretched wings, clutching arrows and olive branches, a symbol of strength and peace. Part 9, Mint mark location. The D Mint mark for Denver is located just to the right of the ribbon in Washington's hair on the obverse. Part 10, Composition and weight. The coin is made of 91.67% copper and 8.33% nickel, with a total weight of 5.67 grams and a diameter of 24.3 millimeters. Part 11, Circulated value. A typical 1979 quarter found in pocket change is worth face value, but lightly circulated or better condition examples can bring more, especially from coin dealers or online auctions. Part 12, Uncirculated value. In mint state condition, these coins can range from $5 to $25 depending on grade, luster, and strike. Part 13, High-grade value. A 1979 graded MS67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can sell for hundreds or even thousands of dollars due to its rarity in such condition. Part 14, Error coin. Some error varieties of the 1979 quarter can be extremely valuable, such as off-center strikes, double dies, and clipped planchets. Part 15, double die obverse. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse, where parts of the design appear double due to misalignment during the striking process. Part 16. Center strikes. Off-center quarters can range from 5% to over center, and the more dramatic the error, the higher the value, often $50 to $200 or more. Part 17. Broad strikes and partial collars. These mint errors create unusual shapes and can be highly collectible for error specialists. Part 18. Proof-like and satin finishes. While the Denver Mint didn't strike proof coins, some quarters can have a proof-like appearance due to fresh dies, and these can command a premium. Part 19. How to identify high value. Look for sharp details in Washington's hair. No scratches, strong luster, and full detail in the eagle's feathers. Part 20. Popularity among collectors. The Washington Quarter Series is one of the most collected in the world, making the 1979 D an important date for set builders. Part 21. Preservation tip. Store your coin in a 2x2 holder, airtight capsule, or slab to prevent damage from moisture and air. Part 22. Grading services. PCGS, NGC, and ANAX can authenticate and grade your coin, giving it a certified value for sale or trade. Part 23. Current market trends. The coin market for Washington quarters is strong, with top-grade coins selling for record prices in recent auctions. Part 24. The highest recorded sale. One high-grade 1979 D quarter sold for nearly $900,000, a stunning result that shows what's possible in the rare coin world. Part 25. Common misconceptions. Many people think all old quarters are silver, but post-1964 quarters are copper-nickel clad. Only rare conditions or errors make them valuable. Part 26. Checking your pocket change. Yes, you can still find a 1979 D quarter in circulation, and if it's high grade or has an error, you could be holding a mini treasure. Part 27. Selling your coin. Options include coin dealers, online platforms like eBay, and auction houses for top-tier pieces. Part 28. Investment potential. While not every 1979 D is a jackpot, holding high-grade certified examples can be a solid long-term investment. Part 29. Collecting for fun and profit. Coin collecting is not just about money, it's a way to connect with American history and enjoy the thrill of the hunt. Part 30. Closing and call to action. That's all for today's deep dive into the 1979 D United States of America quarter dollar. Remember, even a small coin can hold big value. Keep searching, keep learning, and keep collecting. This is USA Coin 1, and we'll see you in the next video. Today's market. Today, we're talking about the 1981 D Liberty United States quarter dollar, a coin that many people overlook in their pocket change but could be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars under the right conditions. Part 2. The first LOK. When you hear 1981 D quarter, you might think it's just another common piece of change. But in reality, these coins can hide rare varieties and mint errors that can turn a simple 25 cents into a collector's dream. Part 3. The Mint and LOCATON. The D Mint mark tells us this coin was produced at the Denver Mint in Colorado. The Denver Mint is known for producing billions of coins each year, but not all coins are created equal. Some come out with unique characteristics that make them extremely valuable. Part 4. The DSIGN. On the obverse side of the coin, we have the portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. Above Washington's head, we see the word Liberty, and to the left, the famous motto "In God We Trust." Beneath his neck, the mint mark D and the date 1981 are clearly visible. Part 5. The Rarity. Flip the coin over, and you'll find the majestic bald eagle with outstretched wings, standing proudly on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and readiness to defend the nation. Around it are United States of America and quarter dollar. Part 6. Mintage and UMBRS. In 1981, the Denver Mint struck over 356 million quarters. That's a huge number, which is why most people assume these coins are only worth face value. However, in coin collecting, it's not just about how many were made, it's about quality, condition, and rarity. Part 7. Why it's SPCAL. The 1981 D quarter becomes interesting because certain high-grade examples and error coins can fetch astonishing prices in auctions. Part 8. Grading the CUN. If your 1981 D quarter is in mint state condition, meaning it has never been circulated and has no scratches or wear, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Professional grading from services like PCGS or NGC can confirm its grade. Part 9, Full bands and details. Collectors love coins with sharp details. For the 1981 D quarter, crisp lines in Washington's hair, clean edges on the lettering, and full feather details on the eagle are signs of a premium quality coin. Part 10, Rare errors. Some rare errors to look out for in the 1981 D quarter include double die obverse, doubling in the letters or date off-center strikes, part of the design missing due to misalignment, clipped planchet, part of the coin's edge missing, broad strikes, coin spread out wider than normal. Part 11, why errors. Mattr. Collectors pay huge premiums for mint errors because they are unique. No two error coins are exactly alike, making them one-of-a-kind treasures. Part 12, proof-like. Strikes. Some 1981 D quarters can appear proof-like, even though they were made for circulation. These have a mirror-like surface and can be extremely valuable. Part 13, current market value. A standard circulated 1981 D quarter might only be worth 25 cents to a couple of dollars. But high-grade or rare error coins have sold for up to $898,957 in the market, especially if they have a perfect grade of MS 68 or higher. Part 14, auction records. In recent years, collectors have paid tens of thousands of dollars for top-quality 1981 D quarters. The reason is simple: they are rare in flawless condition, and demand among collectors keeps rising. Part 15, how to check your coin to see if your coin is special. Use a magnifying glass to look for errors, check for sharp details, and avoid cleaning it. Cleaning can reduce its value drastically. Part 16, storage tips. If you think you have a valuable 1981 D quarter, store it in a protective coin holder to keep it safe from scratches, moisture, and dust. Part 17, the metal coin. The 1981 D quarter is made of a copper-nickel clad composition, not silver. But its value comes from rarity, not metal content. Part 18, why 1981 is important. The early 1980s were a time when the US Mint was improving its technology, but mistakes still happened. That's why 1981 quarters are great for error coin hunting. Part 19, collector demand. Collectors love completing Washington quarter sets. A high-grade 1981 D is a key piece for anyone building a complete collection. Part 20, beginner tips. If you're new to coin collecting, start by checking every quarter you get in change. Many people have found rare 1981 D quarters right in their pocket change. Part 21, selling your coin. The best way to sell a rare 1981 D quarter is through reputable coin auctions or dealers who specialize in US coins. Part 22, online marketplaces. Some sellers list 1981 D quarters on eBay or other online platforms. Just make sure you know the value before selling. You don't want to let a treasure go for cheap. Part 23, getting it. Professional grading is worth the investment if your coin is in excellent condition. A certified grade can skyrocket its value. Part 24, coin shows. Attending coin shows is a great way to meet collectors, learn more about coins, and see rare examples of the 1981 D quarter in person. Part 25, historical context. The 1981 D quarter was struck during Ronald Reagan's first year as president, a time of significant economic change in the US. Part 26, mistakes to avoid. Never clean your coins, never store them in paper envelopes that can cause toning, and never handle them with bare fingers if you want to preserve value. Part 27, the hunt in US coin hunting is addictive because you never know what you'll find. That's what makes searching for the 1981 D Liberty quarter so exciting. Part 28, beginner to. Even if you start as a beginner, learning about coins like the 1981 D can quickly make you an expert, and sometimes a wealthy one. Part 29, final thoughts. The 1981 D Liberty quarter is more than just a coin. It's a piece of American history and a potential jackpot hiding in plain sight. Part 30, so next time you get a quarter in your change, take a close look. You might just be holding a coin worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. This is USA Coin 1, reminding you, every coin has a story, and some stories are worth a fortune. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video so other collectors can join the hunt. Today, we are talking about one very special coin, the 1988 P Liberty quarter. At first glance, it may look like just another everyday quarter, but some of these coins could be worth a surprising amount of money, even up to hundreds or thousands of dollars if you find the right one. Part 2. Why this coin is special. The 1988 P quarter dollar was minted in Philadelphia, which is why it carries the P mint mark. While millions of these coins were made, not all are the same. Some carry rare errors, high-grade conditions, or proof-like qualities that make them incredibly valuable to collectors. Part 3. Basic coin details. The coin's face value is 25 cents, but its collector value can be far greater. It is made of a copper-nickel-clad composition, weighs about 5.67 grams, and has a diameter of 24.26 mm on the obverse. We see the famous portrait of George Washington with the word Liberty above, the date, 1988, below, and the mint mark, P, to the right of Washington's ponytail. Part 4. Historical background. This design of the Washington quarter was first introduced in 1932 to honor the 200th birthday of George Washington. By 1988, it had already been in circulation for over 50 years, but the Philadelphia Mint continued producing it in massive numbers. The 1988 P quarter represents a late Cold War era coin from a time when the U.S. economy was strong, and cash transactions were still dominant. Part 5. Mintage numbers. In 1988, the Philadelphia Mint produced over 562 million of these coins. With such a large mintage, you might think they are common, and you'd be right for most circulated examples. However, high-grade uncirculated or rare error coins from this year can be much harder to find. Part 6. Condition is key. Collectors value coins based on their condition, measured on the Sheldon scale from 1 to 70. A 1988 P quarter in worn condition might only be worth face value, but a coin graded MS67 or higher could fetch hundreds of dollars at auction. Part 7. Proof and mint set versions. While Philadelphia did not produce proof coins in 1988, those came from San Francisco. There are special mint set examples that have better strikes and sharper details. These can sometimes be worth more than regular circulation strikes. Part 8. Rare errors to look for. Some 1988 P quarters have errors such as double dies, off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or missing letters. A dramatic error can transform an ordinary quarter into a coin worth hundreds or even thousands. Part 9. The double die obverse. One of the more valuable errors is the double die obverse, where details on Washington's face, Liberty, or In God We Trust appear doubled. This is caused by a misalignment in the die-making process. Part 10. Off-center strikes. If your 1988 P quarter shows an image that is shifted away from the center, you might have an off-center strike. The more dramatic the shift and the more visible the date, the higher the value. Part 11. Clipped planchet errors. Some coins were struck on planchets with missing sections. These clipped planchet errors can be small or large, and collectors love them for their uniqueness. Part 12. Missing letter errors. Occasionally, letters in Liberty or In God We Trust may appear faint or missing entirely due to grease-filled dies. Such coins are rare and collectible. Part 13. High-grade market prices. In today's coin market, a 1988 P quarter in MS67 condition can sell for $150, $300. At MS68, which is extremely rare, prices can jump over $1,000. Part 14. Auction records. One of the highest recorded sales for a 1988 P quarter in superb gem condition was close to $900. These prices are for coins with nearly perfect luster, strike, and surfaces. Part 15. Why collectors love this coin. Collectors enjoy this coin because it's old enough to be interesting but still modern enough to find in circulation. It's a challenge to locate a truly high-grade example. Part 16. How to spot a valuable coin. Use a magnifying glass or coin loop to inspect for doubling, mint errors, and condition. Look for sharp details, clean surfaces, and full mint luster. Part 17. Storage tips. If you find a valuable 1988 P quarter, store it in a protective holder or coin flip to prevent scratches and wear. Part 18. Avoid cleaning your coin. Never clean your coin, as it can reduce its value dramatically. Collectors prefer natural toning and original surfaces. Part 19. Silver value. The 1988 P quarter is not made of silver, so its melt value is low. Its value comes from collector demand, not metal content. Part 20. Coin grading services. If you think you have a valuable example, consider sending it to PCGS or NGC for grading. A certified high grade can multiply its market price. Part 21. Circulation survival rate. Most 1988 P quarters are heavily circulated. Finding one in uncirculated condition from pocket change is rare. Part 22, Roll Searching. Coin roll hunting is a great way to find high-grade or error coins. Search rolls of quarters from banks for potential treasures. Part 23, Estate and yard sales. Sometimes, older coins appear in collections at estate sales or flea markets. This can be a great place to find uncirculated 1988 p quarters. Part 24, Watch out for fakes. Although not common for modern quarters, some altered coins exist. Always verify with trusted dealers. Part 25. Long-term investment potential. High-grade modern coins like the 1988 p quarter could see price increases in the future as fewer pristine examples remain. Part 26. Teaching others. Share your finds with friends or family and teach them about coin collecting, that it's a fun hobby that can also be profitable. Part 27. Market trends. In recent years, collector demand for high-grade Washington quarters has been rising, making now a great time to check your change. Part 28. Selling your coin. If you decide to sell, consider eBay, coin shows, or auction houses that specialize in U.S. coins. Part 29. Recap of key points. Look for high-grade examples, rare errors, and unique features. Remember that condition and rarity drive value. Part 30. Closing message. Thank you for watching USA Coin 1. The 1988 p Liberty quarter dollar may seem ordinary, but it could be a hidden gem worth hundreds or even thousands. Keep searching your change, stay curious, and who knows, the next valuable coin could be in your pocket right now. Don't forget to subscribe to USA Coin 1 for more amazing coin stories.